This is Bawler. Hello, I have prepared an important and interesting video for you. Subscribe and write in the comments what you think about it. You won't believe what Ukraine just did until the very end. Because what started as a single drone strike ended with a full-blown logistical catastrophe for Russia. Deep in the Rostov Oblast lies Salsk, home to one of the most crucial railway junctions in Russia. Vladimir Putin relies on this lifeline to funnel weapons and ammunition to his troops in Ukraine. But now, that link has been severed. A massive Ukrainian drone strike has turned the Salsk railway hub into a towering inferno. Trains are no longer running, and the damage is too extensive to ignore. On the early morning of July 29th, Ukrainian drones targeted several Russian regions, with Rostov among them. Their main target, the railway junction in Salsk. Footage from the scene shows multiple angles of the destruction, raging fires, thick smoke columns, and the unmistakable impact of drone-delivered precision strikes. A Russian train loaded with military equipment appears to have been directly hit, and the explosions that followed lit up the night sky. Russia's official response? The usual denial. According to Russian railways, the devastation was supposedly caused by falling drone debris, not a successful strike. But with images and videos flooding the internet, that narrative quickly unraveled. Even Russian civilians are panicking. Rumors of evacuations spread through local chats, and that panic speaks volumes. Eyewitness accounts, Russian Telegram channels, and international press confirm what really happened. Tanks and a locomotive were destroyed. Overhead, contact lines were taken out. Passenger trains were damaged and had to be evacuated. Firefighters scrambled to respond, with at least 12 emergency vehicles deployed and 45 personnel on the ground. Long-distance train services were suspended or delayed. And this wasn't Ukraine's only target that night. In the village of Orlovsky, a traction substation powering parts of Russia's rail grid was also struck. Russia's Ministry of Defense claimed it shot down 74 drones, but the silence from Ukraine and the clear damage on the ground suggests otherwise. And Salsk? It was just the crown jewel of a broader strategy. This strike wasn't a one-off. Since May, Ukraine has been systematically targeting Russia's rail infrastructure, including earlier attacks on fuel trains in Zaporizhia and railway stations in Rostov's Kamenolomny, sometimes through drones, sometimes through sabotage with pro-Ukrainian partisans. Every hit chips away at Russia's supply chain. Why railways? Because Russia's entire military logistics machine depends on them. Unlike other modern nations with diverse transport options, Russia relies almost exclusively on its vast railway network to move troops and equipment. If Ukraine disrupts even one node in that network, it sends shockwaves across Putin's entire war effort. And Salsk isn't just another town. It sits near the Sea of Azov, serving as a critical logistical artery into Russian-occupied Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea. Rostov itself is a military hub, home to Russia's 58th Combined Arms Army and the Southern Military District Command Center, both key players in the war. It's also symbolically important as it was the site of Yevgeny Prigozhin's infamous Wagner mutiny in 2023. In many ways, Rostov is the brain and bloodstream of Russia's war machine. By striking there, Ukraine is hitting not only Putin's supply lines, but his pride and his central command infrastructure. As experts note, Russia has poured resources into maintaining and protecting its railways since 2014. But the network is too vast, too exposed, and too critical. Ukraine has found the Achilles heel, and here's the kicker. Russia is now turning to armored trains to continue the war, but even those aren't safe anymore. Ukraine just demonstrated it can destroy them too. The gamble is failing. Every new strike reveals how vulnerable Russia really is. So, will this be enough to stop Putin's war machine? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. On July 29th, Ukraine proved that no part of Russia's military infrastructure is out of reach. Find out more in our video. And don't forget to subscribe to The Military Show for more updates on Ukraine's drone campaigns and Russia's unraveling war strategy.